Hello and welcome to Azariah's Studio. My name is Sarah. I am the artist and designer behind Azariah's Studio. I am going to show you how to work a yarn over. And I will show you how to work a yarn over when you're going from knit to purl, and when you're going from purl to knit, and when you're purling, because they're slightly different. If you want to follow along, you'll need a pair of knitting needles and some yarn. Here are the instructions. All right, so this piece is going to grow because we're not going to work decreases. We're just going to work yarn overs. So start by knitting 3, then we'll yarn over. And we're going to knit 2, yarn over, knit 2 more, yarn over, and this is yarn over knits. You see what I'm doing. I'm going to knit 4 now. Right, on the wrong side row, we'll knit 2 and purl across to the last 2. When you get to your yarn over, make sure and work in that front loop. Working in the back loop closes the yarn over. Now sometimes that's what you want to do. But when I first started knitting, I didn't know any better, and I couldn't figure out why I didn't have the holes in my knitting that I wanted to have in my knitting. And it was because I was closing the yarn overs. So let me go back and show you actually what that looks like. So instead of knitting in the front here, or purling, I was coming back here, twisting it, and working it off, and that closes it. I'll show you the difference on the front. See, that yarn over is gone, just gone. There's my other 2, but that one's gone. And that's not what you want. So that was yarn over knit. Let's just knit this row. All right, wrong side, knit 2. Purl 1. Yarn over. You see what I did there? I went all the way around the needle so the yarn's back in the front. Purl 3. All the way around the needle so that the yarn's back in the front. Purl 3 again. All the way around. Purl 3. Knit 2. All right, on this row, I'm going to work the yarn overs. We're just going to knit across. Again, working in that front loop so that yarn over stays open. All right, wrong side row. We will knit 2, purl across to the last 2, and then knit 2. All right, back on the right side again. This time, we're going to knit 3, yarn over. Now I want to purl 3. Well, my yarn's in front, but if I just start purling, my yarn over's gone. So I come around again. We'll purl 3. We yarn over. Okay, now I want to knit 3. Now I want to knit 3, but my yarn's in the front because I was purling, so I take it to the back and I knit. My yarn over's not lost. yarn over, change to purl, so yarn over again, purl 3. Going to go from purl to knit, but I want to yarn over in between so I don't have to do anything with my yarn. I can just leave it there and just go on with my knits. If you're finding yourself having extra yarn overs, that could be what you were doing when you were working ribbing, for example, or in any other situation where you were changing from purls to knits and ending up with an extra stitch. If you weren't moving that yarn back to the back. Working in the front of the loops as always. We have knits, yarn over, purls, yarn over, knits, yarn over, purls, yarn over. And that's how you work yarn overs. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe. If you have more questions, you can always email me, Sarah@azariasfiberarts.com, or drop a comment below. Happy making!